What's good, family? It's your partner, man. Bayboy75 back at y'all with some basketball talk, dog. It's going down, man. It's going down. So, LeBron comes to the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. It's a little different out here, bro. It's a little different from what you used to. You know what I'm saying? The way you play tonight, you probably going up against probably like a 7th seed at best. You know what I'm saying? With Portland. But, you never know. They might mess around and be the 5th seed. But what I'm saying is it's gonna be tough out here in the West, man. And if you don't have a team of soldiers who just like you, or somewhere on that level, you don't stand a chance. You ain't gonna stand a chance out here in the West, man. As it is right now, anything can happen with trades and injuries and all that type of stuff. But as of right now, yeah, it's gonna be tough. But I already know that, this is just it's so early in the season, man. You can't just look at this and be like, okay, because it's gonna take time for LeBron to get that team to where they can even know how to play together. You know what I'm saying? Let alone win together. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm not gonna go that far and say that they just ain't gonna be able to do nothing. I mean, it's gonna take time. This thing has to be built. I'm gonna give them a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? This year and part of next year before they even get it together to where they can just be like an official contender. You know what I'm saying? They might make some noise this year, but next year they'll be ready. This time, no, not this time next year, but around the beginning of 2020, they'll be ready. They'll be ready to go all in. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll have time because it's going to take time for them to even know how to play together in the West. You know what I'm saying? With LeBron being their leader. He don't know. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't played in this conference before. So you have to understand the matchups, the teams you playing that week, you know what I'm saying? How that can have a toll on you. The traveling, you know what I'm saying? You traveling for way more further distances to play when you out here on the West Coast than anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? The East, everything is so close together and just right there. You know what I'm saying? Shit, 2 hours probably your longest flight. You know what I'm saying? But shoot, you talking about 4 or 5 hour flights when you playing on the West Coast. Because you got to play teams that's in your division, but might not necessarily be like the next state over. You know what I'm saying? They in your division, but we have to go to Texas to play them. They in your conference, but you know what I'm saying? You might have to go to, shoot. It's crazy, man. It's just further distances out here to go to other places. You know what I'm saying? It's not as many small little states around here with big cities in each state. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different, man. It's a different kind of lifestyle, different kind of a way of playing the game of basketball on the West Coast than it is the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's so close together. I mean, it's like you don't have to really travel that far. It doesn't really take that much of a toll on you. I mean, you can have your fans from your city drive up to the other city. It still has like a homey feel, like a college football feel. You know what I'm saying? As far as playing, on the East Coast, because you have, it's everything is close. So it's not as much of a travel and a hassle on the players to stay healthy. So yeah. But man, it's gonna take some time, man, for this Lakers team to get it right. You know what I'm saying? First, they got to learn how to play together. Then they got to learn how to win together. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be, it's gonna take some steps, man. So this is a learning point in time. Then they're gonna have to, then they're gonna know, they're gonna have to find out what they need to, get there because they're gonna need more than what they have now. You know what I'm saying? Even if they do learn how to play together or win together, they still gonna need to learn how to beat the more dominant teams if they want to be relevant. So it's gonna be interesting, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be. You have to be patient with these Lakers if you're a Laker fan. You're gonna have to be patient. It's gonna take some time for this thing to come to fruition, but there's a possibility, man. If they do it right, you know what I'm saying, it can happen. They can mess around and win a trip to the championship. I ain't gonna say they're gonna win that motherfucker, but they might mess around and get in. And another thing, shoot, the East is nothing to be looking past either. You know what I'm saying? Because Boston always give the Warriors a hard time. So who's ever coming out the West, if they gotta face Boston, which is most likely to happen, because Boston is such they so deep, man. It's like they are mega deep in Boston, dude. I mean, you could start any one of those the top 10 players on that team, which is damn near everybody. They will start on any team in the NBA, any one of those dudes. I mean, it's just like, wow. I mean, just think about it. They got Al Horford. I mean, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart. I mean, it's just dudes off the bench, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't even really name them all, man, but I know them dudes is deep over there. And it's going to be something to see, man. If, Boston mess around and get into the finals and they end up playing the Warriors or something, hey, that might be a battle all the way to Game 7, I'm telling you. I mean, shoot, the Warriors might mess around and lose that. I ain't even gonna lie. And you know what I'm wearing. I'm a fan. I love my team. Shoot, I've been a Warrior fan before they even was popular. Before everybody was like, oh, everybody think Warriors fans today are bandwagon fans. Nah, not me. I wasn't one of them. I've always rooted for the Warriors, man. Always. That was my team. That was my. If I wanted to see some winning, I became a Chicago Bulls fan because Michael Jordan was my favorite basketball player, and he won games, man. He won championships. They was dope for my time. I was a little bit too young to really just enjoy the full Laker with Magic Johnson era. You know what I'm saying? They were coming to an end by the time I really got interested in basketball. So I think I got in there right around the Jordan era. It was huge. It was a big name, Air Jordan, that was like huge in my era. So, that's kind of where I fall in, the Jordan era. So, but yeah, man, it's going to be interesting, man. I just can't wait to see what happens this year in the NBA. It's going to be a lot of good games this year, man. And the playoffs is going to be crazy. I'm just anxious to see what the East going to look like, though, because, I mean, the East is still You know, they got a lot more interesting teams this year than years past. You know what I mean? Like Toronto is probably like right up there with Boston. Then you got Philadelphia. They on their thing, man. They playing good. Then you got can't count out Washington, the Wizards. They legit, man. They got John Wall, man. Them dudes can mess around and upset some people out there. Sure. Then you got, man, even before them, you got Milwaukee with the Greek Freak, the Bucks. Yeah, watch out for them. Man, dude, there's a whole lot of teams out there, man, in the East that, you know, it's gonna be interesting, man. I can't wait. This might be one of like the best years of to watch the NBA right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like a whole lot has changed, man, because you got Toronto. By Toronto getting Kawhi Leonard, man, that's gonna be huge, dude. They gonna give Boston some problems. I can see that. I can see that happening, man. They gonna give Boston some problems. I mean, shit. Kawhi, dude. That ain't nobody you want to be, you know, going up against in the playoffs. Dude is amazing. Dude is dope as hell. Okay? He is not to be played with, man. I'm telling you. Don't nobody want to see that man in the playoffs, man. He like one of them dudes, like, okay, whatever team he goes on, they gonna be good. Not just because, you know, he's that talented, but he's Kawhi Leonard, man. He is that good. You know, all the way around. He's smart. He's athletic. He just does it all. You know what I'm saying? So any team that he gets on, he knows how to play well with others. Any team that he plays for is going to be great. I mean, not great to the point to where they just automatically don't get to the playoff. I mean, to the finals and win. Not like that kind of great, but it's great to the point to where he just gonna dominate, man, and he gonna make his team relevant. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, they gonna be good. I don't mean they're gonna be great, but they're gonna be good. They're gonna be good to be relevant in the West. That's saying a lot because you got a lot of good teams in the East too. But probably got like the East probably got like 5 good solid teams that, you know, can legitimately, you know, be in the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? So you got like 5 teams that can, because I'm going to just assume like Boston's the best team in the East. Just because they're the deepest, I'm going to just say that. Any of the top 4 or 5 teams can be matched up against them in the Eastern Conference Final. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Toronto can be in there. Philly can definitely be in there. Milwaukee could be in there. Indiana could be in there. See, I forgot about them. Indiana. Washington could be in there. That's already 5. So, you know. Man, the East is getting up there, man. You know, I don't know who I could say after that, really. Charlotte, I don't know. Miami, Atlanta, nope. Yeah. After that, it's just kind of, you know, ain't nobody really to think about after that. But those top 5 teams in the East, all of those teams, man, or top 6 maybe. So all of those teams, Any one of them could be going up against Boston in the Eastern Conference Final. And could make it a good series. Actually, you know what I'm saying? It could end up being a good series. I don't think no game in the East is going under 5. 5 games. You know. Somebody gonna win one game. You know. But the West is gonna be even crazier because in the West, so many good teams that have to match up against each other and they have to beat up on each other all throughout the year. You have to be so much better, man, than you do as if that team was in the East. You know what I'm saying? The competition is just not the same. You know what I'm saying? So you play up to your standards, to what you used to. You know, you play up to that point to where you used to just being like top dog or, you know what I'm saying, in a tough division, a tough conference. I mean, you have to play a great game damn near every day. And you have to be a deep team to survive that because some great players, man. There's some great players out there, man. And it's crazy. It's so crazy, man, how the league has grown. You know, people think that, you know, teams who build super teams are like, you know, is making the league like weaker. I don't think so, man. I think teams are stepping up their game. Players are getting better. You know what I'm saying? Because of this. You know what I'm saying? If you can combine with some guys and, you know, come up with a team that can win like multiple championships, like consecutively, man, that's what you in it for, man. You want to get as much of those as possible. You know, regardless of how much you make a year, that right there is going to make you like, it's like Hall of Fame status, dude. You get paid for life. You know what I'm saying? Your family is straight for life. You know, it's like, you're on like some historical level shit. You know what I mean? But shoot, man. It's going to be great, though. This is going to be a good NBA season. I can't wait to see what my Dubs going to do. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all like this, though. I'm not guaranteeing the Dubs going to even make it to the finals this year. You know, straight up. I'm not even going to assume that that's going to happen because they done been to like 4 straight championships, dog. All, but you know, most of them were deep, you know, into the finals series. So, dude, if we don't win it this year, I'm not even going to be surprised because, you know, that takes a lot of energy, man. You talking about short breaks, long seasons, you know, when you have to play all the way to the finals. Man, dude, it just seemed like the season just ended, dude, like 2 months ago. And they already back playing. That's what it seemed like. I know it has been longer, but it just seemed like that. And I know it seemed like even quicker to them because they have to play. I'm just watching. Shoot, I'm just watching. But shoot, man. Yeah, man. It's Kawhi looking good out there in Toronto. Hey, can't count out the Spurs, man. Spurs looking good too with DeRozan. You know, you can never count those dudes out. As long as Pop coaching out there, they're gonna be relevant, man. I don't know who's gonna be his predecessor. I don't know who's coming after him, but Yeah, you always got a county in San Antonio. Any every year, you just it's just blasphemous not to. You know what I'm saying? Because I I can't imagine them not being there. It's just like that's like automatic. I've never seen them so bad to where they just was not relevant at any point. You know what I mean? It might be a little different because they don't have Kawhi, but they didn't have Kawhi last year, but they did have Duncan last year. So I don't know. We're gonna see what DeRozan gonna do, man. How he gonna turn out in San Antonio. I think it might work though. It might work. It might work. But them just like a few other teams, they gonna need more. You know, they gonna need more, man. Everybody talking about Kevin Durant gonna lead the Warriors and test the market. I mean, he might. He could very well do that. I wouldn't be surprised. But does that mean an end for the Warriors? Nah. Even if he went to the Lakers or even if he went to Houston, shit. Well, if he went to Houston, then yeah, that might be the end of the Warriors for a while. I mean, but yeah, if he end up going to like anywhere else, I'm not too much worried about Kevin Durant. It's not like the Warriors is gonna sit pat and not do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even if we was to lose Durant, that's gonna open up the room for us to get somebody else. So, we might mess around and get AD. Ooh, you mess around and get him. Then what? Yeah. Man, I ain't think about DeMarcus Cousins when he get in there. Because he going to be playing and try to make himself like important. So he going to be going in there just giving it his all. So I can't wait for that. Can't wait to see what he do. But I do know that we need him though. We're going to need him. We don't need him right now, but we're going to need him for the playoffs because it's going to be wild in the West, man. I'm telling you. It's going to be wild. Warriors just need to focus on getting into the playoffs. Don't stress too hard. Don't play too many minutes. Just get in there. Get the wins you need. Rest players when you need. Don't worry about no records. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff it's for another day and time. All that don't mean nothing, man. If you ain't bringing home that jury. Y'all did it 3 out of 4 times. That's awesome. Let's make it 4 out of 5. They can do that. Yeah. That's super duper baller status, man. Super duper baller status. You talking about lifetime fans forever. Kids growing up in this era, straight Warriors fans forever, no matter where they live in the world. Yeah. Who would have thought the Warriors, though, would have came through like that? Sometimes it pays, man, to be loyal to your team, man. Pays off at some point in time. But yeah, man, I'm just up here chatting with y'all, just seeing what y'all think. Let me know about what y'all think about the Lakers tonight. What you think they're going to do, how they going to fare in the West. What do you see them being seeded at? I know it's still early, but, we just making hypotheticals. We just putting in what we think. Our predictions, we can pull it up and see who was close to what they predicted later. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man, it's going to be interesting. Interesting NBA season. Yeah, that's it, man. That's all I got for y'all. Peace out to all my subscribers. Share this video, like this video, share it on your Facebook channels, Instagrams, Twitters, all that there. Get it out there, y'all. We just here chatting. We ain't doing too much of nothing. Peace, and I'm out.